Somewhere in the ocean, time flows backward. For one tiny jellyfish, deep in the ocean, there lives a jellyfish that doesn't die the way we do. When it's hurt, sick, or even old, it doesn't give up. It resets its body and starts life all over again. It's called Turritopsis dohrnii. Most people have never heard of it. It's small, clear, and easy to miss no bigger than your fingernail. But this jellyfish might be the only creature on Earth that can live forever. When it reaches old age or gets injured, something strange happens. Instead of dying, it changes back into a baby, over and over again. Scientists call it biological immortality. And the more we study it, the more questions we ask. How does it do this? And could it help us understand aging? Maybe even stop it? Like all jellyfish, Turritopsis dohrnii starts its life as a tiny egg. That egg hatches into a swimming larva called a planula. The planula moves through the water until it finds a safe place to rest. Once it settles on the sea floor, it becomes a polypus small, tube-shaped creature that sticks to rocks or shells. From this polyp, baby jellyfish begin to grow. These are called medusae, the bell-shaped jellyfish we're familiar with. Normally, this is how the story goes. The jellyfish grows, floats through the sea, eats, ages, and eventually dies. But Turritopsis dohrnii breaks the rules. When this jellyfish is injured, starved, or even getting old, it doesn't die. It does something no other animal can do. It turns itself back into a polyp. Imagine being able to turn into a baby again, with all your memories and body parts starting fresh. This process is called transdifferentiation. It means one type of cell can change into another. A skin cell becomes a nerve cell. A muscle cell becomes something completely different. It's not just healing, it's transformation. But how do these tiny cells know what to become? How does a jellyfish erase time and begin again? The idea of living forever sounds like something from a movie. But for this jellyfish, it's part of everyday life. Scientists call it biological immortality. That doesn't mean that jellyfish is invincible. It can still be eaten by fish, killed by pollution, or trapped by humans. But if nothing attacks it, it won't die of old age. That's because it has the power to rebuild itself from the inside. Most living things age because their cells wear down. Cells stop working properly. They become damaged, weak, or stop dividing. But Turritopsis dohrnii can reset those cells. It uses transdifferentiation to reprogram its body. Old cells become young again. Damaged parts get replaced with brand new ones. It's like pressing a restart button on life. Some scientists believe it even keeps some of its structure or memories when it resets. Others think it starts completely fresh each time. Either way, it's like a miracle built into nature. There's another clue in its DNA, called telomeres. These are protective tips at the ends of DNA strands. In humans, they get shorter as we age. That's one reason our bodies slow down. But in this jellyfish, telomeres might stay longer, even get longer. Could that be the real reason it doesn't grow old like us? Turritopsis dohrnii was first discovered in the Mediterranean Sea in the 1800s. For a long time, scientists thought it only lived in that region, but that turned out to be wrong. Today, this jellyfish has been found all over the world, in the waters near Japan, the Atlantic Ocean, and even around South America. It's quietly spreading, without anyone noticing. So how did it travel so far? The answer might be in something humans created: ships. Large ships carry seawater in special tanks called ballast tanks. This helps balance the ship during long trips. Tiny sea creatures, like jellyfish larvae, often get sucked into these tanks. When the ship reaches its destination, it releases that water along with the creatures inside. That's likely how Turritopsis dohrnii moved across oceans. It's so small, about the size of a pinky nail, you'd probably never see it. It doesn't gather in swarms. It doesn't glow or sting like other jellyfish. It just floats silently through the sea, doing something no other animal can. Here's what's fascinating. No matter where it's found, its genes are nearly the same. That means it hasn't changed much in all this time. Why hasn't it evolved like other animals? And could that stability be the reason it defies death? You'd think a jellyfish that cheats death would be one of the most studied animals in the world. But it's not. Studying Turritopsis dohrnii is extremely difficult. It's incredibly small and very fragile. In a lab, it needs just the right temperature, the right water quality, and the right food. One small mistake, and the jellyfish dies. Finding it in the wild is also hard. It's almost see-through. It floats alone and doesn't gather in large groups. Even experienced marine scientists have trouble spotting it. One scientist, Shin Kubota from Japan, spent years trying to understand it. He kept jellyfish in his lab, carefully watching them every day. He even sang to them, believing music helped them live longer. He called them his eternal children. Kubota was lucky enough to see the jellyfish reverse its age more than 10 times, but even he admitted it was a tough job. Many jellyfish don't complete the full cycle. Some only do it once. Others get stuck partway. This makes studying them very slow and frustrating. And without regular, clear data, progress is hard. So we ask again, if we can barely observe this creature, how can we ever learn what it truly knows? Imagine what this jellyfish might teach us. That's the dream for many scientists. Aging is one of the biggest problems we face as humans. Our skin wrinkles, bones weaken, memory fades. Some people age quickly, others more slowly, but no one escapes it. Now imagine if we could learn from Turritopsis dohrnii. What if we could understand how it resets its body? What if we could apply that knowledge to humans? Already, researchers are studying transdifferentiation in labs. They want to see if human cells can be reprogrammed too. One day, doctors might help a damaged heart grow new cells, or help paralyzed patients regrow nerves, all inspired by a jellyfish. There's also hope in the jellyfish's DNA. If it can keep its telomeres long, maybe we can find a way to slow aging in human cells too. Of course, we're not jellyfish. Our bodies are more complex, and we still don't understand every step of what this creature does. But the idea is exciting. This small, quiet jellyfish could change how we think about life and death. Could it be the key that opens a new door in medicine? The immortal jellyfish doesn't look like much. It's small, soft, and almost invisible. But inside, it holds something incredible, a power we barely understand. It can return to the beginning of life again and again. While we're still far from unlocking its full secret, this tiny creature reminds us that nature is full of surprises. Sometimes, the biggest mysteries come from the smallest forms of life. And it makes you wonder, if one jellyfish can bend the rules of time, what else is hiding in the deep? If this story made you think, give it a like. Share your thoughts in the comments. We love hearing from you. Don't forget to subscribe for more wild wonders from the natural world. And watch our next video to meet another creature full of mystery.